Alright. This is awesome today. Okay, guys. Hello, my name is Johnny Lee Long. Love you guys already. Alright, so today I got my 5-string jazz. It's a Johnny Lee Long jazz. So, you know, just got parts in it and Aguilar preamp coming through my World Tour 800 and my Mark bass 2/115. Alright, so we're going to talk about the 5-string today. And then we're going to talk about the 4-string bass too. Yeah. Alright, so but before we start anything, we're going to start with the tune-up. Before you start anything, this is to the old guys, the new guys, the guys who want to just get started. Listen, man, you got to tune your bass up before you do anything. I don't care if you're out there just jamming around with a couple of fellas. Make sure the bass is tuned. A lot of cats tune by ear, and if you got perfect pitch, yes. But if you don't have perfect pitch, no, get a tuner. I'm using my Zoom B21U, which is an effects box by Zoom. You already know that. And then it has a tuner on it, along with a drum machine, along with all kinds of effects. I love it. Okay, check it out. All right, so let's tune it up. Tune the bass up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, little. Not much. Oh yeah. Oh, little. Oh yeah. Not much. Yeah. All right, check it out. You got to tune your bass up. I always say this to newcomers and to old cats and new cats too. It's like when you get into a building, your bass breathes. All right. So it breathes just like we breathe, and it lives like we live. Yes. And the neck moves. I don't care if you got a $10,000 bass, a $20,000 bass, a $50,000 bass. It breathes, it moves, it lives. So, room and temperature makes the bass move, make the neck move. I don't care if the neck have 20 pieces of graphite in it, you should always tune your bass. I'm not saying that every bass moves, but hey, if you put it in a case, most likely, if you get bumped, boom, key gonna move. If you put it in a gig bag, as soon as you slam it in the gig bag, one of the keys is going to turn. Or two of the keys are going to turn. Either or, tune your bass. Alright, so we got it tuned. Alright, so let's see what we got. Oh yeah. She's right. Alright, so check it out. You already know the exercises I gave you before. I'm just going to do something really simple today. You already got these down packed, right? Because I know some of you guys have been driving down around the road. At your desk doing this. Hey, you know what? Piano players checked me out. They was like, yo, that was pretty cool. I was like, whew, thank you. Alright, so they was like, that was a pretty cool exercise. I was like, yeah, I've been doing it for years. It works for me. Alright, I'm only going to give you things that work for me. Alright, I'm not saying it's law what I'm telling you. I'm just saying that from experience. That's the word. From experience, I bring you this for free. Alright? What I know. So here we go. This morning we're on a 5-string bass, and on a 5-string bass we're gonna talk about the 5-string bass, and we're gonna talk about the 4-string bass. Alright? But first we're gonna do an exercise, and I don't know if I gave you this exercise or not, but if I did, we'll do it again. Take each individual finger and make them work corporate. So you take the first finger, this finger, alright, and you hit that note, second finger on the left hand, second finger on the third finger on the right hand, fourth finger on the left hand, fourth finger on the right hand. You're going to do it all the way out like this. If you do that, all the way back up. Okay? Isn't that kind of cool? It's cool doing it that way. It's kind of difficult too, but you got to do it all the way up the neck and then all the way back down the neck. Good exercise. Real good exercise. Limos everything up. do like let's do like a blues thing, all right? In a blues formality, all right? But it's not really the blues thing, but it's a blues formality. All right, so let's try to start in the C. Because I'm on a 5 string, I'm gonna start at the top. Start on the C. All right, so we're gonna do a C and a C octave. So I'm gonna finger it first before I thump it. All right, so it's okay. So you got C, C octave, open E, then G, and then B flat. Okay, and then when you move down that fourth, you're gonna do F octave, open A, C, E flat, and then when you go up to that G, you're gonna do a double D, right? You're gonna do a G, a double D, and then a F. So the double D's will be this. I'm not gonna go to another note. I'm gonna go straight to the double D, like, get it? And then down to the F, and then back to the C. It's just a lick, you know what I'm saying? So it's cool. So you can do it like this though. Back to C, to G, okay, and the last thing I did was a double or a triple octave like this. Okay, that's all I did. All right, check it out. Let's do it with a drum machine. Sweet, right? Sweet, right? And here's the great thing. You start in the C key if you're on a 5 string, all right? And you go all the way up with it. You know, just don't stop. Don't just stop there. Do every key. You know, just keep going all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, and then all the way back down. What is that teaching me? Well, it's teaching my fingers where to go, where to be. Also giving me a groove, doing a little blues thing, you know, but in a funk vibe. I guess it's teaching me something. Alright, so now, let's talk about, real quick, like, something that had been asked to me as I do seminars and workshops. You know, a lot of cats ask me, the younger cats, and mostly the older cats, like my age and stuff, would ask me stuff like, hey man, I'm just ready to start playing. I should get a 5 string, shouldn't I? One of the young kids told me to get a 5 string, or one of the other bass players told me to get a 5 string, and I said, you know, I couldn't put A and B together on that. That's just my opinion. Why would you get a 5 string? You just started playing, and you can't master a 4. I don't understand that concept. All right, so this is what I usually tell cats. I started out, when I first started playing, on a 1-string bass. It was a Kimberly, Seals and Roebuck's Kimberly. The only reason I started out on 1 string is because the bass was given to me so I can learn how to play, but we could only find 1 string in the garage that would fit the bass. Luckily, I hate to say luckily, but gracefully, the 1 string that we found was the E string. All right, and then I think after the second month, I found another string, which is the A string. We found that in the garage. So basically, for 2 months, I've been learning Graham Central Station on one string. All right, so what I did, I took the one string, and then I got another string, and I started, taking what I've learned on the E string and put it on the A string. Now I can do the whole Graham Central Station album on 2 strings, every song. Now that's crazy, right? So my question that comes to me is, why will you get a 5-string bass if you don't know how to play a 4 yet? If you can't master a 4-string, why jump to a 5? Even in the reading, when you get to the reading part, you're going to still need a 4-string bass. There are some cats that's really bright, and they can do the 5-string and 6-string and 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15, 21, 22 strings. They can do stuff like that and read, fluently and play it fluently. I'm not one of those cats. So if you ask me, I'll say, please, if you're learning how to play bass, start out on the 4 first. Get the vibe in your head. Get the vibe in your hands. Get the feel in your hands. Learn a 4-string when you think you kind of got it. You not master it, but got it. Then maybe you can move up to the 5. But that's just my opinion. All right. Here's my concept on basses. I love 4-string basses. I just love them. I love Fender 4-string basses. I really do. Why? Because that's what I grew up on. That's all I grew up on is 4-string basses. I like the way they act. I like the way they sound. I like the way they vibe. I like the feel in my hands. And another thing about buying a bass, if you're going to buy a bass that fits your hand, that feels good in your hand. Stop buying name brands. A lot of cats jumping out here buying name brands because Dick, Tom, and Harry told them to go out, hey man, you should go out and get this bass because it's the best bass in the world. Okay, well, I haven't found a bass yet the best bass in the world, because if you could find a bass that's the best bass in the world, you wouldn't own 3 and 4 basses. I'm just saying. Alright, so here's another thing. It's all about, to me, it's all about the feel of the bass in your hand. You can have a $20 bass in your hand and do the same amount of effect on a gig that you have with a $8, $9, $11, $1,500 bass in your hand. You're not going to hear the same kind of craftsmanship, but a bass is a bass. You know what I'm saying? When it lays down on the track, it's going to be a bass. It was built to be a bass. Now, I took this out on the gig. Y'all may look at me and laugh. This joint is a beast. This joint right here, I took it on the gig. Ask yourself, would you take this on a gig? If you have any other bass and you have to do a gig, would you take this? And ask yourself, why wouldn't you take it, and why would you take it? This is a short scale Rox axe. I think it's like maybe $150, maybe not even $200. Short scale. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this is no joke. I play this joint, I really do, and it sounds amazing as a P bass. Got a little weight on it, short scale, feels amazing. Now, once again, my question I want to leave to you is, if you didn't have anything else and you had a gig, would you take this bass? If somebody offered you a bass and you didn't have one, would you take this bass on the gig and would you play it? Right? That's my question to you. I want you guys to know how much I appreciate you checking me out, checking out my grooves, checking out my basses and stuff like that, and listening to what I have to say. I hope there's something I said that you guys can take, alright, and use. Alright? Once again, my name is Johnny Lee Long. Love you guys. Love you guys. Peace out. 4-string bass. Short scale too. I love you, girl.